Before I start, I want to say, for the things we are supposed to abolish, I was told by the production team that, quote, abolishing something like fascism doesn't play. Which sounds like something a fascist would say. Anyway, here's my presentation. People are going to the movies less than ever. It's gotten so hard for movie studios to predict what audiences even want to see. I mean, for Christ's sake, why aren't people going to see any of these franchises starring Jared Leto? I couldn't afford a picture of Jared Leto, so I gotta use this blurred one. The man literally won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor 11 years ago. Need I say one more fact about him? But anyway, this presentation is not about Jared Leto. No. This presentation is about abolishing the AMC Laser, Coca-Cola, and Nicole Kidman ads. Now, not to brag, but I'm an A-lister. Like Jared Leto. But specifically, I am an AMC A-lister. AMC A-list pays for itself in 2 movies. To get my bang for my buck, I'm trying to watch an average of 4 movies a month. And every one of those movies have the AMC Laser, Coca-Cola, and Nicole Kidman ads right before the movie starts. That's 3 minutes every time. 3 full minutes. Almost enough time to go and take a piss. But not the way I do it. I crunched the numbers, and over the past year, I've seen these same 3 ads for a total of 2.5 hours. That is a full extra movie a year. And by the way, what happened to 90-minute movies? You know, it's like, we get it, Schindler, you had a list. But my problem is that the AMC Laser, Coca-Cola, and Nicole Kidman ads have been playing for years unchanged, to the point that I know every single word, every single sound, every single frame. I see this, and I know I'm about to hear about fucking laser technology again. Who cares about laser technology? Okay, Dr. Evil. Then after the laser ad, it's the Coca-Cola ad. A bland corporate piece of marketing, so in a lot of ways it fits right at home in the modern movie landscape. But my problem is that Coca-Cola has so much money and yet refuses to make a new bland corporate piece of marketing. Apparently, we are only 2 years deep into this 5-year ad spot. Unless we speak up now. I say we boycott Coca-Cola until they change their ad, because this is the worst thing they've ever done if you don't look into it too hard. And then there's the Nicole Kidman ad, where she's promoting watching movies at AMC, a place I'm already at and a thing I'm already doing. All of these ads need to be changed a minimum of every month. I'm being punished for watching a lot of movies. Time and time again, I have to sit there for 3 minutes and just take this bland, boring junk. Now I know how my girlfriend feels when we have sex. In conclusion, AMC hates the frequent movie watcher. AMC hates the movie-going experience. AMC and Coca-Cola are greedily choosing short-term profits over a sustainable movie industry. And it's up to all of us to say no. No more shit being shoveled down our throats. Until things change, the only thing going down our throats are snacks we sneak into the theater and Pepsi. Thank you.
If we strip the Nicole Kidman ad from the movies, then she will go back to wearing wigs and doing American accents. We can't have that. She's making money. She's employed this way. We can't have Coca-Cola making new flavors again. Remember how that went? I wasn't alive, but I assume it was bad.
I want to address the Nicole Kidman point. I think she should make more ads. We love Nicole Kidman. I want to see her do different things, watch different movies. Let her take a kid to the theater. It doesn't even have to be her kid. Just watching a movie with a kid. That's what I really want to see.
Let's get her agent on the line.
Martin, you make a good point that Coca-Cola has so much money, right? I find it abhorrent, though, that you want them to put that money into more advertising rather than donating that to needy charities and people who are in more need of that money than advertisements for Coca-Cola, already a monopoly of a company in America. That you would think that their money is more valuable in selling us more stuff rather than giving it to people who need it more.
I personally don't think Coca-Cola is doing that with the money. I think they're doing other stuff with their money. But in a lot of ways, I think the actors who would be doing these commercials and the crew, I think they're kind of needy too. They need to work more. You can give the money to more working actors.
So a movie is wonderful. You've already paid for it. Well, you just have this one ad that's great. The comfort of Nicole Kidman coming into the screen. We all cheer. We agree on nothing anymore. But in that movie theater, we all cheer when Nicole Kidman comes in. That is a bonding moment. And you want to take that away? There's a number of reasons that this should just stay the way it is. It's a comfort. It's wonderful. And Coca-Cola can give their money to people who need it, not Nicole Kidman, although she is about to go through a really horrible divorce.
She has the time. She has the child. I personally don't feel comfort when I see that. I see blinding rage. And I suppose that's agree to disagree.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Sounds like you go to the movie a lot, right?
Yes.
Why haven't you figured out what time the movie actually starts?
I would love to know when the movie actually fucking starts. I would love to know that. AMC just started putting this thing that says movie starts about 25 to 30 minutes after the start time. Well, then that's the fucking start time, AMC.
It seems like that's your real problem. You're blaming Nicole Kidman, a woman, when your real problem is with the start time. And can I say, do you know what those 25 to 30 minutes are for? Do you know who the most integral person in the movie theater audience is?
Me.
Horny Christian middle schooler who's not allowed to kiss at home. They use those 25 to 30 minutes to do over-the-pants hand jobs with one another. And if you like that, on the count of three, say, yay! 1, 2, 3.
Hooray.
Not one
Way
among
less than
you.
I thought.
Do you not want them to touch each other?
This is a tricky topic to handle. And so I will abstain.
That's what they're supposed to do, but they choose not to.
Martin, I've just been wrapping my head around the idea that you have 3 minutes to go pee, but you claim that that isn't enough because of the way that you do it. The way that you pee every time takes more than 3 minutes. And look, I struggle in the bathroom for a variety of reasons.
Name them.
Well, that's time! Hey, thank you so much for watching this set from our show, Abolish Everything. I'm Chandler. I created and host the show, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with Sam, Adam, and Ben to turn it into a full-fledged series for Nebula.
Here's the situation. We take over this little theater in New York City every month. We turn a comedy show that happens live into a damn TV show that you can watch on your freaking TV or also your computer.
We've taken some of the best comedians in New York and some of your favorite Nebula creators, and we've brought them together to make a really fun, high-energy, high-stakes comedy show that is the perfect mix between smart and very, very stupid.
I'm not the biggest, I'm not the biggest comedy fan in the world. I'm gonna admit it. I don't seek it out. I don't watch stand-up and all that, but I watch this show. Not only because Chandler makes me, but also because it's more visual. I don't know, I sometimes feel like stand-up is just like a really long podcast, but this, we got the PowerPoints, they're very funny, they make persuasive arguments. I'm a fan.
Well, and I'm a big fan of Wendover and all the other stuff that they do. And here's the deal. You can get it all if you subscribe to Nebula. Go to go.nebula.tv/abolish for 40% off an annual subscription. You can see every single episode of Abolish Everything and all kinds of other projects from Wendover. Check it out and abolish not watching this show as soon as possible.